The Nigerian rural women and girls over the years face consistent threats ranging from domestic violence, sexual harassment, traditional and harmful practices, fear of intimidation, limited access to credit facilities, malnutrition, lack of healthcare facilities, and education, among others. And that's an area where Honorable Amina was saying, each one teach one. If each one of us here reach out to adapt 1 or 2%, you will make a lot of changes in this country. Government cannot do everything. Government is not a magician. Mr. President, President Muhammadu Buhari is doing his best. The governors are reaching out, doing their best, but they cannot do everything. And that's why we have civil society organizations, we have voluntary organizations, well-meaning Nigerian philanthropic organizations that come out to do something to support the efforts of government. For the girl child, that's why. This is some of the flyers we distribute. Support the campaign of the education of the girl child, a call to action for women and children. There is a need for each one of us within our small communities, within our small confines, to support the enrollment, retention, and completion of the role of the education of the girl child in school. 2, I charge each one of you here. You've had Hajiya Sa'adat Musa. She's already doing it. So many of you are doing it, but we want more people to do it. I wish each one of us, both men and women, will create time to do something that will change the life of one rural woman or one rural family. Because when you educate a woman, you are educating the community and the society at large.
In most of the states where the women come from, we actually have points people there. The whole idea is to look for people that really are going through a lot. If you notice, most of them are so very content and very faithful that they wouldn't want to be seen asking for anything. But if you help them. So you know that these kind of people, whatever you give them is something that you know they will use and not sell or not do something with it. They understand they need some sort of income to support themselves, to support their families, to support their children. Well, it's really finding out what is best for them, what they like, what they want to do. And you find out that it's based on agriculture, because predominantly most of them are in agriculture. Now, finding a sustainable way to introduce that agriculture that would be beneficial to them. So this is what we've been doing this year. And then I set up 4 years ago, I set up a microfinance bank. So that way we don't just leave them after providing them with the skills, we don't leave them like that. The bank is there to support them in any way that they can with a single digit or no interest rate at all. So we're doing a lot. Currently we're going to go to Nasarawa, where we're going to support 500 female farmers. And that hopefully will multiply as well. We all must learn to speak with one voice, because it doesn't make sense if we're all doing separate things and we're not creating impact. Now, one of the reasons why the Better Life program was successful then, because you notice that in every single state they were doing the same thing. So there's more impact there. You can see that they had succeeded in empowering a lot of women. So if we can all come together and do things together in a good synergy, this will be really beneficial to them.
Being under the sun from morning to night, it's hard. So we need, I like to have a space and working equipment. The equipment is the most, because automobile is involving and there are lots of equipment coming out that you have to work with. To compete with men in those fields, you have to need those equipment to do the jobs. I wanted to be a lawyer. It all started when I got a flyer from my mom. She said ladies were flooding the street that day. They were from one initiative and they are mechanics. So when I got the flyer, I asked her, did you ask them if they can do this job? And she said, yes, they can do the job. And I said, if those ladies can do the job, I too can do the job. I do Japanese cars, repairs, basic maintenance and repairs. I would like to tell the government to please come to our aid and help us. In doing this job, we need a lot of equipment in it. We need space. We need things basically to just make us do it better than struggling manually. We need machines to work with this thing. And I also want to tell other ladies out there that they should please, please and please, prostitution is not the way. They have to come out in masses, learn a skill, and do well in it.
For our own village, that time girls no dey go school, only men. So we follow our grandmother to do the business. We dey there, we grow, then I marry. My husband bring me to Abuja. He dey work, but I no stay. I say let me find small business. I started to do the kunu and zobo and mamai. He go work, come back. Then I will go my church, my program, and come back. So from 2005, my husband have a stroke. Till now, he still dey down. I want make dem help me so that my business will expand, so that I will train my children.